Hello and welcome to World of Tanks with Trapsikis. Now, in this replay I want to focus on what not to do. You'll notice in chat that I'm attempting to communicate with my team a plan of action, hopefully convincing the heavies to go to the city and halt their advance there, while our mediums go to the north and then along the western flank push towards their base. And at first, as you'll see, I get some agreement on that. So, obviously I proceed north on the A-line, and let's just speed this up a little. By the time I get in a position where I can fire, I realize I get a lot of support on this flank. Now, I kind of discussed it with my team, and they kind of agreed, and we're going to push this side, obviously meaning we're going to have a lot of tanks. However, there's only the three of us, four if you count the artillery, which is probably not shooting this direction, so three of us, which is not enough to push. However, I now have a decision to make. I can either continue with my plan, hopefully get some kind of success, or I can change my plan. And the third option is to complain about it in chat, which is a very popular option these days. However, I would say it's not very efficient at all, simply because you're distracting other players and you're not focusing on the game, so you're not being very successful. So instead, I'm playing rather conservatively, trying to do some damage, while still pushing on the flank that I originally said I would. This STRV has very good gun depression, but he's shooting up at me, so it's not really relevant. And then I notice the Cromwell trying to flank him. Fortunately, he bounces the first shot, giving me an opportunity to land one. Shut him down without a lot of cost. However, I would have liked to come out of that a bit better. Going in to penetrate two shots, it's a bit bad considering he was already on half hit points. Now being stunned, my accuracy isn't all that great, but fortunately someone else shuts down the STRV. And now I find myself alone. But I decide to continue with my plan and keep pushing this flank, because it looks like most of the enemies have gone to the city. So it would be in my team's best interest for me to keep pushing here. I know this AQV has a good gun, but not a lot of armor. So if I can keep him spotted, hopefully the artillery will deal with him. Then I decide to push quite aggressively to get out of the position where I was last spotted, perhaps gain some valuable time to shoot at the artillery. You'll notice I make use of auto-aim a lot. One day when I'm a better player I won't, but to keep track of your plays and keep track of the minimap, for me personally it's just easier to right click on your target and keep your turret pointed towards it while you can look around and see what's going on around you. Okay, so I know they've got one more artillery piece, but he's probably running. And there we go. Unfortunately, not quite enough damage in one shot to shut him down. Fortunately, our artillery follows up, securing the kill and hoping my road all the way to their base, and then I do a misplay, losing my track to the ground. Fortunately, I can be slow up the hill so I can take some shots at him. Now I can clearly see all of them have been spotted, not in the base, so the there's no point in driving around behind the base looking for any of them. I can proceed to provide flanking fire to my allies in the city. Speeding up the replay a bit. Bit unlucky not to have any shots in the eyes there. At this stage I wasn't sure where the OI was, but fortunately it spotted there. I got a very fortunate penetration there. Their 5916 is in our base, but fortunately he doesn't gap, and there are 3 artillery pieces hopefully in position to deal with him. And now, a whole bunch of us attack this OI, go for the tracking shot, and now I notice his gun is pointed towards me. I don't know if he's convinced that he wants to kill me, but he's not taking the shot at the Cromwell. And if he splashes, the Cromwell will probably be killed. And he knows I will flank him and shoot him from the side, so he's probably waiting for me to expose my side, which I'm not prepared to do, so I'm waiting for the rest of my team to kill him. Until I notice he's not aiming at me anymore, so proceed to steal the kill. Just a quick look at the post-game stats. First class mastery, duelist 5 effect and a tank sniper award. Number 1 on damage and XP in both teams, and a tidy profit of 19,000. Thank you for watching.